Welcome everybody back to A&M in the AM, episode 12. I'm back here with my buddy Mort, and we probably have our most exciting episode yet. We got baseball coming back tomorrow. We have basketball coming back in, I think it starts...
A few days.
No.
It's like a week.
No, well, it starts, the exhibition games start soon. Within a day or two. And then over the past weekend, we had our little fun with the wiffle ball all-star game. I didn't take part of it. I was a assistant in the home run derby for my teammate Brendan, which was a very shocking decision by him picking me. We had some struggles, but we'll get into that. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the all-star game for you and how that went down. Baseball, talk about our picks for top games, and then a little bit other news and going on there, and then talk a little bit more about the NBA bubble. So starting off with over the weekend with the All-Star game for the Wiffle Ball League, the West won, our Division 1, or Conference 1.
I'd heard in their podcast that it said that the East had won 4 straight years and the West finally broke the streak.
I mean, you had one of the best teams you were putting out there.
Oh yeah, I could tell.
You had Ty, you had Jesse, you had a great team. So they won that. I haven't gotten a chance to listen to the full podcast. I got through like the first couple minutes of it, but you said that they said Royce and Brendan from the Peckers got snubbed, which I think
they were going through snubs in general, and it felt like it was like 5 of them. So at that point, is it really a snub?
I guess, yeah.
But I had asked Brendan. I was so confused why that kid from the Whifflers in training was on the team that tried to like trade himself after Brendan played against him.
Oh yeah,
I saw him in the picture, and I was so confused because I don't remember even like thinking about touching the ball against them.
He was there during the home run derby, and he was like, "Did you vote for me?" I was like, "Wait, what was your name?" I forgot his name. I like wasn't trying to be mean, but I forgot his name. And then I was like, I couldn't even vote for you anyways because he was in the West, and you could only vote for the East. So, but yeah, I think Brendan definitely deserved it. He was one of the only rookies, I think, to make it to the home run derby with 4 home runs. He's top 10 in the league in pitching, which he kind of fell off. He was top 3 for the first couple weeks. He kind of fell off with a couple bad games. I haven't looked at the stats in a little bit, but he's up there in the stats. So he definitely should have made it, I think, personally.
Yeah, I think you could have tried it. I don't know anybody from the East, so I can't really say if they really knew who he was or whatever was going on there. But
I mean,
besides, I think Casey was in the West, so
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, Casey Noche, he was in the West. So yeah, I didn't really know too many people in the East. Except somehow Jude made it. That shows you how
they had said during the podcast that he was a fan favorite and that he had to be there.
Yeah, that's the only reason he made it, I think, is because he was a fan favorite. But before the All-Star game started, it was at 5:00. The home run derby happened. Brendan barely made it in because he had 4 home runs, and that was kind of the cutoff line. I think he got his 4th home run in like the last inning last week of our game, so he barely squeezed in.
Wow.
He had texted me the day before, and he asked me to be his pitcher for the home run derby. I'm gonna admit I hadn't thrown in this league before, so I didn't know how he wanted me to throw to him. He was the first batter up, so we kind of had to set the precedent of what was gonna happen. He a little rough. I wasn't the best thrower out there, but he hit 2 home runs in the first round. Surprisingly made it out. A lot of people hit runs.
That's crazy.
One home run or none. Ty hit none his first time around. He was leading the league in home runs. So he didn't even make it past the first round. So Brendan made it to the second round. The wind was really bad that night. He should have hit 3 home runs and he should have gone to the semis. Literally 2. He hit 1 home run in the second round, but 2 like made it to the fence, and then wind hit, and then they just fell straight down. So he should have.
That's tough.
He should have made it to the semis. Probably wouldn't have gotten to the finals, but it would have been fun to see him there in the semis. And then Grant Holbein, he made it to the finals versus Tyler Reed, which I've been told, and I don't know if you've seen.
It was a 2014 rematch I saw.
No, this man, he has power more than you could ever see.
Oh, that's what I heard. I heard he hit one. They like said that it was like almost clearing the tree. I mean, I know that's probably like a little much.
Oh no, if those
But-
trees weren't, I don't have you seen the trees in right field? Yeah, if those trees weren't there,
Well,
he
it's
was,
left field.
no, it's right field.
Right field's completely open.
No, it's left. Or well, okay, left field. Yeah, I'm thinking of the other way, but left field. Yeah, if you the fields on the trees in left field, he could have hit it to the other house, to the houses back there, because there was no wind when he was up, and he has the best power in the league from what I've been telling. But from
Yeah,
people
what
were
they
telling me.
said, they said in the episode, they said that he hits for crazy power and that every one of his home runs is a moonshot.
Oh, it is. There wasn't really. I don't know if it was him or Grant, but they were hitting home runs, and one of them was hitting home runs, and it was literally there was a line drive right across the fence. It literally barely hit. It didn't even hit the fence, but it was like right above it. And then there was one that hit the fence and fell over into a home run, and they were back to back. And there, Blake was like, "Those are the like shortest home runs I've ever seen in this at this field." It was just crazy.
That's why the fence is so low for
Oh
that.
yeah. No, but it ended up being it was, so you got 7 outs, and Grant hit first. He hit 5 home runs, and then Tyler was coming back. He hit he had 4. He had 2 outs left. He hit 1 home run again, got out. So he was 1 out left, tied 5-5.
That's what I had heard. Yeah.
And he walked it off with a moonshot over the trees, and it was pretty cinematic. I'll be honest with you. I wish I would have gotten that video.
They got it on video because they posted it.
Yeah.
But what I had seen was that it was from 2014. That it was a rematch.
Yeah, it was.
That Grant won the first time, so now they're tied.
I think it was the first ever home run derby they had, because I don't think they had one their first year. So I think this
Probably
was a rematch
was.
from the first ever one. And apparently Tyler has made the home run derby every year, but this is his first actual win.
I would assume so if it's
He's always been
the way that everybody says.
He's always been a runner up for every season. So I mean, good, he finally won it. He deserved it. It seemed like he hits bombs. So yeah, I think that's all that really happened this weekend for the league. Now we're going into week 5 this upcoming weekend. Are you gonna be able to make it?
Depends on if I'm around.
I think our games are at around 12:15 and then 2:45.
Maybe.
Okay.
If I'm around, yeah.
And they're on Saturday. So yeah, we're gonna go up against 2 teams that we're 6th in the standings and they're 5 and 7. So
Can make some ground and separate yourselves.
yeah, no, it's kind of a we have to win this. We have to win 2 games because we've split every single weekend we've had. We're 4-4 right now. We're trying to get to 6-4, maybe make it to the 4th seed, hopefully. Maybe. Make some noise here.
Maybe.
And then the week after that is going to be the playoffs, or like the playoff tournament or whatever. So we want to make some noise in that. We're already trying to struggle to think of how we're going to do our pitching, because obviously you only get 6 innings per weekend. And the playoffs are all on one weekend. So our 2 best pitchers can't pitch right away, obviously, and we can't hold them till the end, because then we might not make it. So we're really struggling how we're gonna do.
Yeah,
our innings
it's
here.
not like the offense is there to where like you could pitch like an inning,
Yeah.
and then Quentin could get one or so.
Oh, we've already just
or Devin or somebody, but like
we've already discovered it's gonna be like Brendan's gonna get 3 innings, or I think Brendan gets 3 innings the first game, and then we'll see how we're going from there. And then Brendan said he's definitely pitching in the quarterfinals, and then Royce will pitch in the semifinals.
see, I would do it where Brendan gets 1 or 2 in the
Innings?
first,
Mhm.
yeah, and then just play it out by there. Like if you guys are up, just take them out for sure,
Yeah. And then I'm our last resort pitcher.
and then just bring in Aroldis Chapman
Yeah.
and Quentin.
But
and
then
let
we
him
got
eat up
Devin.
some
Devin's
innings.
probably our second best pitcher on the team.
Yeah, let him eat some up too. There you go.
And see, we're already hurting because
See, like I can step in. I'll be the manager.
I mean, if you show up to the games, yeah.
I was the bench coach, and you won the game. And so if the manager's not able to be there, obviously the bench coach takes over.
And we also have Cole too, but Cole struggles with wiffle balls. From his first game when he had a 42 ERA.
So Cole is back now playing?
Yes, he will be back for the last 2 weekends, I believe. We just don't have Zach. Zach he tore something or he did something with his Tommy John, I think. So he's out for the season.
His UCL, I think it was.
It was something. I don't remember.
Tommy John's the surgery.
Oh yeah, you're right. But he did something there, so he's not gonna be there for the rest of the season. And so we're down to me, Brendan, Royce, Cole, Quentin, and Devin. And we're 6 of us left.
That's better than struggling to barely get 4.
Yeah, you're right. But apparently Royce might not be there this weekend, so that's gonna be even more tough. So now we're down to maybe me having to pitch the second game.
So does that mean like I have to show up, or?
I mean, you've been saying that. But you haven't yet. So.
Yeah, because I wouldn't get a chance. I'd be able to play this weekend, and that'd be it.
Yeah. Would you not be available for playoff weekend?
No, that's why I was saying, like, if you guys were playing different time, like I could be there, but that's why I want to push for a fall league. If they see this, I want to push for a fall league. Whether it's like a month long or whatever, like a fall league would be lit.
It would be fun, but I don't know.
I mean you're kind of on board. I'm on board. Brendan's on board. Like
Brendan's on board.
Yeah, he said yeah, that'd be real cool.
It would be cool, but I mean, it's just obviously they end it this early in the summer for a reason, because usually it ends about mid-July. So, because I was talking to Jesse and Austin Crowley, you know him. We were talking to them during the home run derby, and they were saying how I didn't know this, but the wiffle ball national championship or like world championship is in Morenci.
Oh, I didn't know.
I did not know. And Austin said they went to it last year, and you have to win in slow pitch, which is even slower than what we do, and you have to win that to make it to the fast pitch, which is like faster than we do. And he said you don't get hits. It's straight up like somebody has to make a mistake for the other team to win.
That's weird.
He said they try, like they go hard, like hard.
Apparently, it's probably a bunch of grown men too, with nothing else to do.
But I think that goes on around fall. I think that's why they don't do it, because sometimes they have a couple guys that go play in that the championship.
Yeah, if you want to go play in there, you can play in like a fun little fall league. You don't even need all the teams, really. If it's like, how many teams are in it?
14.
So like, if you have like 10 or so,
yeah,
5 on each side, you can get maybe a little bit more games in. Maybe just play each other twice or whatever, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, it'd definitely be an interesting concept to think about there. So, I don't know. We'll have to see.
That's what I would do.
So now moving on past that, we got baseball. Baseball back.
It's
MLB
finally back. I just got a notification about the lineup card being submitted for the exhibition game today.
For the Tigers.
Yes.
But yeah, the Tigers play tonight on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, day after this being posted, opening night is commencing. We have Dodgers versus Giants, as they're the second game, correct? And then Yankees versus the reigning champion Nationals are the first game. Going to be interesting games there, I feel like. And then we got a full slate of games for Friday, which is going to be insane.
Before we do that, I just want to point out, I was looking at FanDuel last night.
Yeah.
And they let you make lineups for Thursday night.
Yeah.
And Friday, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Why in the world? I think I answered my own question last night, but why do they not have a full slate on Friday? Which I know you probably don't know a lot about this, but they don't have all the games available to pick from, like players to make a team.
Yeah.
They only have a select few of them, and they don't have the Tigers. It was so annoying.
It could be because
I think it's because they play at a weird time, because they're playing stupid times to start the season.
Well, yeah, I was just looking. I thought the games were going to start earlier today, but games don't start. The first game of the day on Friday is going to be at 4 o'clock, Braves versus Mets. And then Tigers follow up as the second game of the night at 6:10.
Yeah, they're back-to-back on MLB Network.
Yeah. So,
but it just doesn't – they don't show them. It's like –
no, actually, Braves and Mets are on ESPN.
Oh. Either way, but I think they like show like 6 or 7 o'clock on. It's weird. Just put the whole slate on there. But anyway, we can go back to what you were saying.
No, that is weird though.
It was so annoying.
Yeah, but something I want to do real fast.
I wanted to get CJ Crone in my lineup.
Something I want to do real fast. What are your top 2 games of opening night / day
Well,
from Thursday, Friday?
obviously Thursday would be the first one, and the
Alright.
Yankees and Nationals.
Okay.
Hopefully Scherzer can walk out of there with 15 strikeouts. Um,
I mean, it's inevitable. It's probably gonna end up happening. At least 10. At least 10. Scherzer's opening day starter though.
mhm.
Okay.
And just gonna be biased, really. Um, it's important to start off good.
Mhm.
So you go out and win behind Matt Boyd, and you start the season off 1-0.
I
I
mean-
want to know. I mean, but I mean, if I wasn't biased, I'd probably say the Twins and White Sox, because that'll start off their little rivalry for the first place.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with you on the Yankees versus Nationals. It's gonna be a good game. Reigning world champions lost their top play. What you could say is their top player. Yankees come in with Garrett Cole. Just gave him $500 million. You got Judge and Stanton gonna have 500 strikeouts this season. Gonna see how they do. Yankees super team in the AL. See how that goes. And then I'm going with the other opening game on Friday. I'm going with Braves versus Mets. You're gonna have a young Braves team. See how they do versus
Yeah, it'd be important for them to start off good too, though.
yeah. So I feel like that game's gonna be interesting, and especially with the Mets. They were posed to be very good this year. They've gone against the Yankees in their exhibition games over the past weekend. Been kind of struggling, haven't been able to hit at all. So if they can rebound against the Mets pitching, which is it's told to be good, but I feel like maybe struggling a little bit against the Mets. So
The first 5 are gonna be important for anybody, so really those are all gonna be key games.
yeah. I just feel like the Mets the Mets versus Braves is gonna be kind of an exciting game because with the same thing, you got the whole storyline behind the Mets right now with is the team going to be sold? Is A-Rod going to buy it? Is David Portnoy going to be a part owner? Is 5 NFL players going to be part owner of this team?
It's
like,
madness.
Yeah, like what's going on with the Mets, and then you got the young Braves with Acuna that's going to be in the MVP race this year. Could he win MVP this young as this young of a player? And then with all the other young guys around them and the guys they brought in the offseason. And then with the Yankees, obviously, you got the super team in the AL, according to what they're saying. I saw that they're saying it's the 2 super teams are going to meet up in the World Series. That's what they're predicting.
That's what everybody's been saying, though.
Yeah.
The Yankees haven't made it since 2010.
Yeah, I know.
Or whatever. Yeah, 2010. The Dodgers haven't won at all.
Yeah.
It's
Have they ever?
I've
Made
loved.
it right, though?
Yeah, they lost to the Astros. Yeah, and they lost to the Red Sox.
Yeah.
And somebody else. It's been very enjoyable. I've loved seeing it. But with you said Acuna MVP, I think that will be the case. He's my pick for the NL MVP.
Yeah. I mean, and then
I'm a little biased on the AL one.
I mean, I feel like I know who's gonna win AL with it, especially with shortened season. He's gonna have everything to gain from it and nothing to lose. I mean, Mike Trout's gonna run away with it probably, like normal. He's finished top 3 every year since his rookie year, so
He could just bunt the ball every time up, and it could go foul. He could strike out on bunts, and they would still give him first place votes. So I'm going with the biased answer, saying Bregman's gonna come out with a vengeance. He's gonna lead the league in on base percentage from being hit. So
Probably, yeah.
that'll help.
I'm that's the other thing that because we were looking at some rosters before we started recording here, and I noticed I was like, oh, David Ross, he's the manager of the Cubs. It's just these little things that we've forgotten about. Are people gonna forget about the Astros, or do you think hitting is still gonna happen?
They're still salty. They'll be mad forever. It's like just get over it and stop crying. Like the fact that it's all 29 other teams and not just the Dodgers and maybe the Yankees, the fact that everybody's whining about it's never gonna stop.
It probably won't. Which I mean,
I don't get why anybody would have a problem. I mean, I don't get why the Yankees would have a problem. The Yankees are just having a problem to have a problem.
didn't the Yankees cheat too though?
Yeah.
Yeah. That hasn't come out though, has it? Or
Joe Girardi said, and like,
oh yeah,
they've shown, but like, Yankees fans are oblivious.
I mean, I'm just wondering if it's gonna happen as high velocity as we thought it was gonna happen. If there's gonna be like a pluck every game or every game basically.
I mean, they were supposed to be telling pitchers if you hit them like you're getting a warning right away and like possible ejection. Like they're gonna try to nip it right at the beginning.
They're gonna try to
Well, it's just because like
put a
you don't need to
blanket
be out there
around them.
throwing at people every time. Like they already had the issue before, like where you were automatically getting warnings and ejections before for hitting somebody without like any reason to.
Okay, no, but like sometimes honestly, like that's gonna come into a very weird scenario. Like honestly, like if a pitch literally, like I know you're gonna say like, oh, it can't, but if like a pitch actually slips and accidentally hits them, like then how can you say give them a warning when it was
If it's like
an accident?
If it's like a curveball and off speed pitch, yeah, sure. But if you're purposely throwing a fastball at somebody, like
No, I'm saying okay. So say like a fastball slips and like goes, but it was completely on accident. A guy could get a warning for that when it was completely on accident. Like,
well, yeah, but normally, I mean, I think the past few years they have anyway, no matter who it is, because they've been trying to get it where you don't throw at people and like,
I mean, some guys
just all
deserve
kinds
it,
of
though.
things. But the thing is, for what minuscule of a thing that they did that got blown up because nothing was happening, it was so small that for you to be wanting to throw 95 plus at them, which with how salty some of these guys are, they're gonna be headhunting too. So something small that doesn't affect you at all, just you doing it because you want to be cool.
Well,
to risk somebody's career to throw a ball at them one time just to make yourself feel cool, like come on.
But this like I remember when this whole situation happened. At the very beginning, it was something. It was a Blue Jay. He might not have been a Blue Jay player at the time, but he was a pitcher and he was kind of on the bubble and he was a decent pitcher, but like he was called up and he was pitching against the Astros and the Astros just went yard on him the whole game and it come out that was one of the games that it was at it was in
Yeah,
Houston.
that guy that lost his job. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he wasn't that great.
But still, I mean, it's the fact that
But they weren't doing it every game.
Them cheating ruined people's career.
They weren't doing it every game, and the guy played for the Blue Jays. If you're a Blue Jays pitcher, you're not good.
But it's the fact of that not even just the Blue Jays. They could have ruined multiple people's careers that the guys didn't even realize until this stuff came out. You know?
Okay, but what about the guys that were on roids, ruining pitchers' careers?
That's different.
Ruining guys that were competing with them in hitting categories, ruining their money and everything.
See, that's different because the fact that roids were being used by both pitchers and hitters, and roids, you can't control. You don't know what pitch is coming. They knew exactly what pitch was coming.
But with the roids, you don't know what's coming, but you still have to hit it. Right?
Yeah, you still have to be good.
Okay, but
you still have to be good, and you still have to have a good baseball IQ and be able to hit. When you know what pitch is coming, that's extremely more helpful than steroids.
So like, but that's not the thing. You could step in there, and the pitcher could tell you himself what's coming. You don't know where it's at, what speed, anything. Like, you still have to be able to hit the ball.
But still, I mean,
everybody could know what's going on, and they would still bat 280.
I mean, the fact is,
it's not a guaranteed hit.
Okay, but let's take it as a fact. You weren't that great of a hitter in high school.
Of course.
Okay.
Or at all in my life.
So if you went out there and someone said, okay, he's throwing a fastball, you can at least calculate, okay, he's throwing a fastball, be about between, okay, so say major league pitcher, okay, might be 95. So all you have to measure, okay, that ball's coming at 95 miles per hour. I just have to look where he's hitting it or where it's gonna be, and I know it's coming
in a fraction of a second.
But still.
But the thing is, see, you're talking about me. I knew that a fastball was coming every time because when I would bat, the game was over. So I knew that was coming. That didn't help.
But okay, I mean, I'm talking about major league pitchers, though. Like if I knew a curveball was coming, it would be a lot more helpful because I can wait on it a second and then just take it yard.
But that doesn't happen every time.
But I'm just saying, you know.
you gotta still have the timing and the right swing and everything.
I'm just saying.
It's
man.
not a guaranteed bomb like the roids. It weren't guaranteed bombs.
But see, the thing about roids is they didn't know what pitch was coming. They just had to hack, and hopefully it was a good pitch.
No, but like people are just trying to discredit a whole team for 1 year. They're just wiping their careers
It was more than 1 year.
As if
like
they
3
didn't
years.
they didn't make it to the major leagues like on their own from a skill point of view anyway, and they only use it
I'm not
in
discrediting the
2017,
players.
but-
I'm just discrediting what they did.
Sure, but they didn't all use it. Like there's information and graphs and studies like that. It was only 2 or 3 guys that actually used it and benefited. It wasn't the main guys. They didn't want it used. My man, first base coach at the time, Don Kelly, had said that, Bregman, Altuve, Springer, like they didn't want it.
So does this discredit from Don Kelly ever getting a manager job?
No, I think it helps. He's
Yeah.
a man of the people.
Okay.
AJ Hinch was the reason why he was there, because AJ Hinch had such a high praise for him.
But AJ Hinch doesn't have a good rap after all that.
I don't care. After this year, when Ron Gardenhire's contract is up, you best believe who I want the manager to be.
That's what I was gonna talk. I heard he was in top votes for being the future.
Oh yeah, it's a perfect destination for him. He played in the minor leagues here.
Especially with like David Ross becoming the manager for the Cubs.
Oh, we talking about Don?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who are you talking about?
I was talking about AJ Hinch, but yes, Don is at the top too.
Oh no, yeah, I was talking about
I was gonna say AJ Hinch, like it'd be a perfect time to come back because he already managed a team that was finishing rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
He played here. It's a low profile job, but yes, Don would be perfect too. I think Don would get, he'd get a very good chance at it. But they're also saying Mike Rabello, who's also with the Pirates now.
Okay.
He was managing Double-A for the past few years.
Maybe you could do a AJ Hinch, Don as bench coach type thing.
I would take that too, or the other way around, Don manager, AJ Hinch bench coach.
Yeah, bring AJ Hinch slowly back in.
Because you don't want AJ Hinch to be like the main name, even though I wouldn't care.
Yeah. So bring those in, and then what type of team are you bringing them into? Do you sign any free agents, or?
Oh yeah.
Who do you sign?
You get Jock.
Okay. What do you get Jock on? What kind of deal?
See, I don't know these guys' ages.
I think Jock's like.
I think he's getting up on 30s.
Mid 20s, early 30s, or like late 20s ish.
I'd say a 4-year.
4-year, like 70 million.
Maybe about 70. I was gonna say.
So Jock in the outfield.
Yeah, throw him in left field because that would mean Christian Stewart's not producing, or even really if you want him in right field.
Or you have him as your DH even.
Yeah, well, I mean Miguel would still be DHing,
Yeah, but you groom him to be your DH.
If not, you just shoot for the stars and get Mookie, but he's going to the Braves either way, I think.
Why do you think
he's from Atlanta and he wanted to be traded there, and it just makes no sense for him.
Oh yeah, and I mean that team would be
that nasty.
Oh my god, they have Ozuna, Acuna, and Mookie. That would be one of the deadliest outfields in MLB history, I feel like.
Another guy. I had said Lindor jokingly, but I mean it's a possibility, I guess, if you want to throw cash.
Okay. How much do you think for him?
Lindor's gonna get dang near close to 300 mil, so I don't see them doing that. Springer, if center field's not going.
You seemed confident on Springer when we were talking about it.
Yeah, but he's early 30s right now. He still brings some stuff, but it's just like I don't think you put him in center field in Comerica Park would be the only holdback I'd do on that. I'd put him in right field.
Right field.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel.
But at the same time, if you're signing outfielders, you're blocking Riley Green and others. So yeah. I don't see these.
But at the same time,
I think Jock would be the realistic one.
At the same time, I mean, it's not like the Tigers want to bring up their prospects anyways. They just want to keep them down there.
I'd say Jock's the realistic one, or if a third baseman's out there.
Third base. Is there really going to be any third baseman? You think?
No, but I mean, Arenado once traded.
Yeah. Didn't he just get a big contract?
Yes.
I remember, again, this is one of the things I like that was totally forgotten about. Arenado was once traded to the White Sox in the offseason, but the trade was like blocked.
I think it was more rumors.
I think it literally went through, but like something happened and one of the players in the trade failed in a physical, so the whole trade fell
That was what happened with the the Mookie trade.
To Atlanta.
No, to the Dodgers.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah,
the Twins guy failed, and he ended up being a part of the trade anyway. And then that's when Jock was supposed to be traded, but then he didn't, and
yeah,
things
Jock was supposed to
happened
be traded to
to the Angels.
the Angels. I totally forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Which would have benefited them, but it's that the Angels are gonna be garbage like usual. So
Angels. I mean, you made a hot take said Angels are gonna be fourth in the division. No,
it's not a hot take; it's a true take.
I don't feel totally comfortable about that, but yeah, MLB exciting. Finally have one of the 4 major sports back. And then next week, or when's the 31st? Next week, yeah. I think it's next. No, it's 30th. So next Thursday, we get opening night for basketball. It's gonna be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was crazy. We're gonna be recording the Buds podcast both on opening nights.
Oh, I mean, it's only fitting.
Yeah, I mean, it's only fitting because yeah, we're gonna be recording the Buds podcast on Thursday night, so we're gonna be giving live reactions to those games, or as much as we can, probably to the Yankees game, because that would be more around the time when we're recording. But
probably in the Dodgers and Giants is gonna be boring because it's gonna be just the Dodgers destroying them.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be insane, and then we'll get to see. Do we know if Zion's gonna be there for?
I have
opening
not
night?
seen that he's back yet.
Okay.
I would assume once he gets there, he has to sit out 2 weeks anyway,
2 weeks, or just until he
or at least 2 days or whatever.
Yeah, until he tests negative 2 times. Cause what?
We're on NBA, but I just got a notification. The plunk ball is happening. Bregman just got hit by a pitch with the bases loaded.
He did. Oh,
Yes.
Who are they playing right now?
The Royals.
The Royals. Okay.
We'll remember that.
Okay. No, I just wanted to just good you brought that up. I thought something big happened there, but yeah, I don't know if I've heard him come back yet.
Yeah, I'd assume it's at least 2 days, like how it was when they first got there. But maybe since he left, I'd think it would be weeks that they have to wait.
Maybe at least a week, and he had to test negative 2 times.
I mean, to be honest with you, they'd miss the playoffs. I mean, they probably miss it anyway. But
no, I mean honestly, they have a good team. It's not like they have a bad team around them.
yeah, but without him, it's like they'll be just looking around, like, what do we do? Zion's not here.
But remember, they do have one of the easiest schedules. They're facing the Wizards like 3 times. I feel like.
Mo will eat in the paint.
Oh, Mo's gonna be fun to watch.
Mo's gonna stretch it out against them too, because it'll be Melly. That would be Guardian.
Melly.
By the way, I picked Melly in my FanDuel for opening night. But that's besides the point.
I was gonna say we just saw the court for opening night. It looks pretty nice. I mean, you got the NBA logo in the middle. You got Black Lives Matter, and then it's just a generic court. Is that how every game's gonna look, or are they?
I would assume, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if they were gonna be playing on like their actual courts or stuff like that, or is that just for
gonna be
practice?
that? It's just for the practice, which is weird. I still don't get why they brought those there.
I mean, they wanted the Annie Up vibes.
I'm wondering.
They wanted the 2K vibes.
I'm wondering if like they'll play the finals in Orlando's court, like stadium.
That would be cool.
Like, why not? You got another NBA stadium right there in Orlando.
Literally play the playoffs there. Play the actual
like I don't know how they aren't incorporating that.
Or at least play the like the semifinals
it might be because they don't want to play in a big empty place. Like the way that this one's set up is like it's all confined and closed in. It feels like it's like a small little room.
And I believe, I don't remember if this was confirmed or not, but I think they're pumping in 2K noise. I think.
It'll be awkward. You'll hear David Aldridge get skipped, and then in the background.
Well, it's kind of like we talked about it on the Buds, but how MLB was pumping in the show noise, and you could literally tell like it was the fan cheerings from the show. Like,
yeah, I had said when we weren't recording, but like you'll be hearing the show sounds, and then you'll know that somewhere behind the plate there's a guy holding a pretzel, because that's like this big, because they're always. When they were like in between innings, the crowd would be going crazy, and they'd just show this guy behind the plate. Sometimes the pretzel would be floating.
Or you hear a home run in Santa Maria.
They'll slip and leave a Matt Vescoursion in there. I'm telling you, they will.
But yeah, the NBA exciting down there. They seems like everything's coming together.
0 players tested positive.
Yeah. Another thing. Totally off subject, and I know we're not going to get into a lot of it because you're not a big NFL fan, but NFL, we talked about it on Monday, how they were really in arms about what they're up in arms about what they were going to do, and NFL has come out and said they're going to test for corona every single day. They're going to give you a test every single day. So
makes sense to do that for them
because they hadn't done any testing before or anything. So it's going to be interesting how things work out, and obviously they're trying to do as much as they can to fix things because they messed it up so bad.
But with the NBA thing, the other thing, it was Christmas morning all over again with the draft.
Yeah.
How we had just talked about how they were changing the deadline and that we were going to see some big names and stuff. We saw the big name. Couldn't be more happy.
Not the biggest name, but
instant contenders.
If it happens, if the season happens.
Yeah.
But
Instantly become favorites. I mean, it should have been anyway, but without them, I don't see it. But
yeah.
Isaiah Livers is back. But also, I had just gotten another notification about the draft, which is what I was looking at before Bregman got hit. They are now moving the draft to the August 20th instead of the 25th.
Oh, so wait.
It was originally the 25th. It says
the draft.
Yeah. Well, no, the lottery. Sorry.
The lottery. Okay. Yeah. I was about to say the draft was in like
October.
October. Yeah. Wait. So it's on the 20th now.
Yeah. The draft or the lottery is originally on the 25th.
Okay,
I guess.
So we got more things
so
exciting.
It's moving up even. It's moving up even more. Yeah.
Us as Pistons fans, we got more exciting things to happen.
Well, not us, but us possibly being a Pistons fan.
I was gonna say you're a Pistons fan.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Honestly, wouldn't be mad if we Pistons draft Anthony Edwards if we can't get LaMelo. We draft Anthony Edwards, trade Kennard, or even put Anthony Edwards at the 3, and then but somehow we need Anthony or LaMelo. We need one.
We need a straight up dog at point guard.
Yeah.
And that's the 6'8" menace of
Phenom
LaMelo.
From Australia, from Lithuania, from wherever, from Chino Hills.
I was gonna say Chino from Akron, Ohio. It wasn't.
It was Geneva, Ohio.
Geneva. I was gonna say
Geneva, Ohio. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, Pistons. Just give us something. We've gone through so much heartbreak in this city. We just.
If you don't get a top 2, trade it.
No, I think top 3. If we don't get top 3, trade it.
I mean, at the very least, get Cole Anthony.
Injury issues.
I know.
RJ Hampton, if anything.
But they're riding with D Rose right now.
But still, I mean, I'd rather get RJ Hampton if they're going to get Cole Anthony. RJ's better.
I think Cole Anthony's complete right now.
I don't know. I think if we don't get a top 3 pick, we just need to think about trading down to lower 10s, pick up another first round pick.
Because you don't need Obi Toppin, as great as that would be. There'd almost be no point. They already tried building around a big guy in Drummond. That did not work.
Obi's like a small forward, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you could play him power forward also.
Yeah.
You don't need Oniko Okongwu. I mean,
no.
Maybe, but if you're trying to get Christian Wood back, that's not where you want to start. I don't also remember any of the other names.
It's been so long, I just you forget about the names. But I mean, if you trade scenario, so say we get 4th pick, you trade out of it, you get like the 10th pick, and then you get a pick for Amani's year, and you bank. You get
that pick and you keep yours,
so
that way you can tank and you get double the chance.
Yeah, you bank on that being like whatever. I don't know who's at 10.
But then again, I don't know if you get if you're trading a top 3 pick, I don't know if that team will really be that bad where you could get Imani.
No, I'm saying you trade. So you get you get a 4th pick, or you have the 4th pick. You trade with the team that has the 10th pick, and then you get their 10th this year, and then their 2022, 2023 pick where Imani would be, and you just hope that they're bad that year. Just you get a chance that you get a lottery pick that year, and you sneak up there. You just straight up. You get the D Rose effect. NBA is like, oh, okay, Pistons suffering. Let's give him 1st overall pick.
You just straight up trade him for Devin Booker. Not like that helps, but if you had LaMelo and Devin Booker and you're still tanking at that point, I guess you're really down bad. So I guess I shouldn't have said that.
No. But I mean, only hope for the best from the lottery there. Another thing I want to talk about, because I mentioned the ante up courts and them trying to be 2K down there. That barbershop they were building.
That's straight up 2K. I saw the fact that they built it in 2 days.
No, I seen that they built it, and they had pictures of them building it, but Tobias Harris has already had a haircut from it. So I was very confused what was
They were
going on.
building the walls around him as he was getting
Okay,
cut.
that's
I would
what I
assume.
figured.
I actually thought they would do something in the hotel, but I feel like they did it outside so that way the guys didn't just could leave the hotel for something.
And I already seen like I'm not gonna say the first picture I've seen, but I seen a picture of Paul George and Chris Paul. They're walking right next to each other, just talking it up, just having a good time. And another thing, it's a thing that's been a trend.
I was about to say that too. I was about to say we're trendsetters.
I was gonna say the thing that we've had a trend setting on this. We usually talk about stuff about a week or maybe even a month before stuff happens.
And most of the time, it's just like random things that we just say.
But the tampering.
I was gonna go on a list first.
Oh, okay, you go ahead.
It was. I forgot what the very first thing, but we set a trend.
It was the reality show.
But I think there was something before that.
I don't know.
I think it was something about I'm taking credit for the DeMarcus Cousins J.R. Smith thing.
Yeah, I'll say you did.
And then we had the reality show that people wanted to see.
And then people started tweeting that out about a week or two ago.
Which low key sparked like the bubble life Twitter that we talked
Yeah.
about. And then we had set the trend for the tampering.
And like
at the same time.
Apparently what was it, a GM or a coach was like he was like the next super team that happens in the NBA is gonna come from this bubble. He was like, I say what you want, but it's coming from this bubble.
We did it enough where ESPN called our story and reported it yesterday.
Low-key, they're stealing from us, I think. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say another thing about the players down there. I can't remember it.
Their vlogs have been great.
Oh yeah, the vlogs have been fun. Oh, Dwight Howard, how he's refusing to wear a mask. He's making some good points. I'm all for wearing the mask. Gotta be safe and everything. But he's making some good points. Why wear a mask when you're sanitizing everything 24/7? When all of us in the bubble are being tested on the daily, all of us are coming back negative. What's the point of wearing?
See, I don't mean to plug my YouTube channel, but I'm gonna plug my YouTube channel anyway. I've been reacting to Javel's vlogs, and yesterday I had reacted to the one, to his newest one, and Dwight was in it. Dwight was wearing a mask in it.
What? Apparently he's being forced to. He's been on multiple occasions. He's been caught not wearing a mask, and they said if you get caught again, we're kicking you out of the bubble. But
I had said in my video, I said that same thing. I was like, well, I don't really get why they're wearing masks when they're getting tested every 2 days. They can't leave. They're around each other. They don't wear them during practices. So what's the point in wearing them when they're walking by each other? Yeah, and I knew the big thing was like, and their benches. Dwight even thought it was stupid how their benches, like they're huddled around each other in practice and like around game room and whatever. Yeah. But at the courts, they're in like little, just kitchen chairs with like a padding on the bottom. Yeah. 6 feet apart. They're not even like a full bench. They're just space. And Dwight's like, what the heck is this? I don't. Yeah. It's. I mean, that's gonna make for such a weird thing if they have to do that during the games. I don't think they will during the games. I think they'll have to be closer. Cause didn't we talk about how they would be during the games? How you'll have your starters up and then like the people behind you, like the coaches. Yeah. I think you brought it up at one point in time. But either way, I was gonna say that no matter what, LeBron's been practicing this for the past few years, sitting about 5 seats away from everybody at the end of the bench when he's not in the game. So I guess he's been prepared, but the one thing not like he can sit very much in this season that comes back because it's getting bad. Yeah, the one thing I want to bring up before we end it off here is I want to know what LeBron's hotel room looked like. I have yet to see him. No one has these vlogs. No one has. I don't think he's left. Besides practice, he probably has like a private elevator. No, because so they said I think Damian Lillard shared pictures of his room, and he had the best room at the yacht club. And the yacht club, he was like in a suite. So I can imagine what like who would be in the second hotel, like James Harden, Russell Westbrook wouldn't be there yet, but like James Harden, he probably has an amazing one. I can imagine what he definitely has like the presidential suite. Like I had jokingly said he probably has a floor to himself, but at this point I'm convinced he has a floor to himself. Because he's been very quiet. There's only been I've only seen one picture of him, and it was at practice a couple days ago. That's the only picture I've seen from him on the whole trip. I had seen again in Javel's video, they have this whole section dedicated to their equipment. Yeah. Like because I had said I was like, well, why do they have like empty rooms in between each other or whatever to keep space too? And they do. They have them empty, and the empty ones have all their equipment bags in it, and like the equipment manager has it all sorted, all socks, jerseys, whatever. So they have a whole floor dedicated to that with some players on that floor, but like
LeBron definitely has the presidential suite.
I have yet to see him.
There is no way he does not.
He must have everything he needs in that one floor dedicated to himself, because I've yet to see him in anything.
And I guarantee you, he is not eating the same meal as everyone else. There's no.
Oh
way.
no.
There's no way. It probably same with like
He brought a chef with him. Probably he doesn't have to leave his room.
Oh yeah, probably. There's probably a chef that gets meals like prepped that are like made sure that there's not any outside.
That's what he was doing. He was meal prepping before he came.
Yeah.
And brought. I still think he may have brought like 3 suitcases of wine. Because they gave him some wine in the room, but that was probably some cheap stuff.
Yeah. Crazy stuff going on there. But yeah, we're gonna be. I mean, I almost forgot about this before we end up. This is our 3 months on YouTube here.
Oh yeah, I mean,
just
forget about that. Who cares, really? But we didn't hit the 60 mark that we wanted to.
No, we didn't. I mean, we still got when this video goes up though, so we still got some time.
We'll still be at 58. I'm assuming it as it loads.
Yeah, we still got tonight though, or tomorrow as the video goes up and everything. So yeah, 3 months though. It's been a crazy 3 months. We're finally, as our 3 months hits, sports are finally coming back. So, I mean, it's crazy that we've been on here.
I don't know how we managed to make it that far.
We've been on here for 90 days.
Yep, still 58.
What?
Still at 58.
Still at 58. But we've been on here for 90 days and we haven't had sports, which is insane. So, but like on our 91st day, we're going to have our first, like, I'm not going to say actual sport because KBO and MLS.
I mean, the timing of it is like crazy though.
It is kind of.
And like how you had said, we'll be going during when the NBA starts. Like it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, it'll just happen all at once.
Yeah, it's gonna hit us like a bus, and we're gonna be news overload here. But yeah.
Well, it won't actually be news. It'll be like stuff going
on. It'll actually be games going on and stuff. So, yeah, it's been crazy. Thank you guys for 58 subscribers. I know it's not that many, but whatever we can take, we'll get it. You know, we thank you guys for the support. We get decent amount of views on each video, so we want to thank you guys for that. I think that's all we got for this episode.
I had one more plug.
Okay.
I had plugged the YouTube. I'm gonna plug the TikTok again.
Okay, TikTok again. He posts on there almost every day, I think.
Mhm. We're working on the MLB, the NL West.
The NL West. Okay. The best hitters and pitchers.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So yeah, go check out his.
That's a few choice words said in the comments about the stuff.
MORT 99, correct? Okay, yeah. So go check out that. If you guys liked this episode, drop a like, and if you can help us get up to 60 subscribers, that would be very helpful.
Or past, really.
Yeah, or past 60. I mean,
60 is not the hard wall.
No. We're trying. You know, good to go for us. I think 100 by the end of the year with the pace we're going on.
I've been hoping so. I was hoping about like 100 by like next month, but I mean, we kind of flattened out.
But sometimes we spike up. You know, we get those random spikes where we get like 5 subscribers in 2 days. So I mean, we can only hope for the best here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys next Wednesday for A&M and Friday for the Exciting Buds podcast, I would assume, and then Nick and Joe's Film Room on Saturday. So see you guys next time.
Yo, shout out Andrew and Mort, bro.